All right, so this is a Farmall Super A. I think the year on it's 1951. It's right around 1950. What makes it a Super A? Farmall is International Harvester brand. They go by, like, there was McCormick Deering, then the Farmall brand. But anyhow, Farmall is a line of row crop tractors. And this is the Super A. There's also an A, there's a B, a C, there's a Cub, that little baby brother to this. And there's others. I'm not super familiar with this line, but I do know that what makes it a Super A is that right there. That's the hydraulic reservoir, I guess, that pumps on the side of the engine. But if you see that big block of metal under the gas tank, that's the gas tank. That's a Super A. If it's a big open space and you can see daylight through there, that's just a regular A. And the B's and C's kind of look the same here too. But again, I'm not sure of the differences. But this is a 6-volt tractor way back when. Things were not 12 volt like your cars and trucks are today. So this has still got the generator, got the electrical, hell, I don't forget what that's called. I keep wanting to call it a rectifier, but I know it's not. I can't think of the damn name for that. Anyhow, got the mason jar air cleaner. That's like a cyclone cleaner. I guess it's supposed to be like a pre-cleaner. Like you suck up dirt and straw and weeds and shit, and it's supposed to like swirl and settle in here, and then you unscrew that jar and dump the dirt out. But then the air cleaner is actually down here. So it goes through the jar, it swirls all the crap out, then air is drawn up. Air is drawn down into this little reservoir here. It's got a band clamp on it. This little reservoir is full of oil. There's a line on it. You can't hardly see there, but there's a line on it, and it's even stamped in the metal. It says oil level. So air is drawn down through the oil bath and then sucked up into the carburetor. So the idea is that the oil will catch the dirt, you know, and act like another filter. And there is some filter media in there as well, but then goes in the carburetor and, you know, acts like just any other internal combustion engine. But these Farmalls were big on like cultivating tobacco and stuff. That's what a lot of these Super A's lived their lives on: tobacco farms and truck farms that did, you know, pumpkins and melons and you know, you name it, vegetable farms. And a lot of guys made, you know, a lot of families made a livelihood with these little tractors because they have so damn many attachments that can go on them. You can put a belly mower on here. This has got cultivator attachments on the front. The rear cultivator attachments are missing, so it's got a hitch here. You see that hook down there? You could put a blade on this and push snow with it if you wanted to. It's got the PTO runs sideways. You're used to seeing, you know, the PTOs the other way. They put pulleys on here so you could belt stuff up on the rear. These little tractors are just so damn versatile. So anyhow, and then weights and stuff. They bolt, you know, this is a humongous cast iron weight. This weight, kind of a unique feature with these tractors, because if you look at the tractor, it's not centered up. All the weight kind of sits on this side. This wheel is a stamped wheel. The thickness on the actual wheel itself is only maybe, that might be 1/4 inch or a little heavier. This wheel over here, because all the weight is leaning this side of the tractor, you need a lot of weight over here to keep the damn thing from flipping over. So this wheel, the wheel itself is cast, and it's about, I don't know, 1.5 inches thick. Plus, a lot of guys will run a weight over here, and that weight, I don't know, what is that, 2 inches thick? This wheel I've had off of this tractor, and I can tell you it's a heavy son of a bitch. I had it laying down on my shop floor, and I couldn't pick it up just to get it standing back up. I had to use my little cherry picker to pick the damn thing up, and it was a real bear to wrangle back up on there. But anyhow, let's take it for a little ride here. So I need to just back it back in the barn there. But your fuel sediment bowl, and again, this is an old school sort of thing. Fuel comes down out of the tank into that little glass bowl there, and the dirt settles out in the bottom. Then you take that, there's a little thumb wheel on the bottom. You loosen that up, dump the dirt out of the glass bowl, and stick it back up there. So anyhow, there's a shutoff valve. It's kind of hard to see. You're not going to be able to see it. The fuel shutoff is up under there, so turn that on. Then you want to come up here, climb up on, put your foot on the cultivator, and then just climb up on here. These all the little Farmalls, there ain't no hydrostatic nothing. You got a clutch and 2 brake pedals. This is the brake pedal for the left side. This is the brake pedal for the right side. So you could use these as steering brakes, or you can put them together like they are there. They got that little binder across the middle. So when you hit either pedal now, all the back brakes come on. So with these, this little button switch, you have to pull that out. That energizes the electrical system. If you have that button in and you try to start it, it'll start. You pull on this rod and that's what starts it. I mean, it'll crank, it just won't start. You can crank it all day long, it ain't gonna start. You pull the button out, and this is your choke over here. We won't need choke, shouldn't need choke. So anyhow, you pull that out for choke, push it in for not. This is the, I think this is the rear hydraulic control. This is the front hydraulic control. And this is your throttle here. So pretty basic. The shift pattern down here, it's gonna be hard to see in the sun, but it's all the way up and left is 3, straight down from that is 4, up and over to the right one's position is 1, straight down from that is 2, and all the way over to the right and down is reverse. So anyhow, we're in neutral now. Pull our button out, energize our system, and we'll hit the starter. It should start. This is a pretty good running little tractor. There we go. Now I'm going to push in the clutch all the way over and back to reverse. Ease out on the clutch. And we're moving. Pull forward, just get lined up a little better. So up, over, and up. First gear. Okay, now over, back. I'm gonna back it in the barn here. So if you want to shut it off, you know, say we got it where we want it, you can leave it neutral, leave it in gear with your foot on the clutch, whatever you want to do. Push in that little button, and that little button stops it. Put it in gear so it don't roll, so don't get away from you. Climb down, turn off the fuel, come back, and it'll be ready to go next time you need it. So that's driving, that's operating a Super A.